Jordan Ross Belfort is an American motivational speaker and former stockbroker. He was convicted of fraud crimes related to stock market manipulation and running a boiler room as part of a penny stock scam, for which he spent 22 months in prison. He recounted his life in his memoir, The Wolf of Wall Street, and a film adaptation, released in 2013, was directed by Martin Scorsese and starred Leonardo DiCaprio as Belfort. Early life: Belfort was born in the Bronx area of New York City, New York, United States to accountants Leah and Max Belfort, and was raised in Bayside, Queens, U.S. Between completing school and starting university, Belfort and his close childhood friend Elliot Lowenstein earned $20,000 selling Italian ice from styrofoam coolers to people at a local beach. Belfort planned on using the money earned with Lowenstein to pay for a dental school qualification, and he enrolled in the Baltimore College of Dental Surgery. However, he left after the dean of the school said to him on his first day at the college, "The golden age of dentistry is over. If you are unregistered trademark free here simply because you are unregistered trademark free looking to make a lot of money, you are unregistered trademark free in the wrong place." Belfort eventually graduated from American University with a degree in biology. Career: Stratton Oakmont Fraud and Conviction. Belfort started his career as a stockbroker at the L.F. Rothschild firm, before founding the brokerage firm Stratton Oakmont. Stratton Oakmont functioned as a boiler room that marketed penny stocks and defrauded investors with stock sales. During his years as a stock swindler, Belfort developed a lifestyle that consisted of lavish parties and intensive use of the drug methaqualonia sold to him under the brand name Quiluda that resulted in a serious addiction. Stratton Oakmont employed over 1,000 stockbrokers and was involved in stock issues totaling more than $1 billion, including an equity raising for footwear company Steve Madden Limited. The notoriety of the firm, targeted by law enforcement officials in the late 1990s, inspired the film Boiler Room, as well as the 2013 biopic The Wolf of Wall Street. Alabama Securities Commissioner Joseph Borg formed a multi-state task force that led to the prosecution of Stratton Oakmont, after his office was inundated with complaints regarding the brokerage. Belfort's firm was eventually shut down in 1998 and he was indicted for securities fraud and money laundering. After cooperating with the FBI, Belfort served 22 months in federal prison for a pump and dump scheme that led to investor losses of approximately $200 million. Belfort was ordered to pay back $110.4 million that he swindled from stock buyers. Belfort met Tommy Chong while serving his sentence, and Chong encouraged Belfort to write of his experiences as a stockbroker. The pair remained friends after their release from prison. At a motivational talk that he delivered in Dubai, United Arab Emirates on May 19, 2014, Belfort stated to the audience, "I got greedy. Greed is not good. Ambition is good, passion is good. Passion prospers. My goal is to give more than I get, for to unregistered trademark as a sustainable form of success." 95% of the business was legitimate. It was all brokerage firm issues. It was all legitimate, nothing to do with liquidating stocks. Restitution: according to federal prosecutors, Belfort has not honored the restitution requirement of his 2003 sentencing agreement. The agreement requires him to pay 50% of his income towards restitution to the 1,513 clients he defrauded. Of the $11.6 million that has been recovered by Belfort's victims, $10.4 million of the total is the result of the sale of forfeited properties. The sentencing agreement mandates a total of $110 million in restitution. In October 2013, federal prosecutors filed a complaint against Belfort, who received an income of $1,767,203 from the publication of his 2 books and the sale of the movie rights plus an additional $24,000, earned from motivational speaking engagements completed since 2007, claiming that he had paid restitution of only $243,000 over the previous 4 years. As of November 2013, to keep negotiations open, the U.S. government is not holding Belfort in default of his payments, but it is unclear when the full amount of the mandated restitution will be repaid. In May 2014, Belfort said he planned to pay off the remaining restitution through speaking fees by the end of 2014. "My goal is to make north of $100 million, so I am paying back everyone this year." Writing, reportedly sober since 1998, Belfort wrote 2 memoirs, The Wolf of Wall Street and Catching the Wolf of Wall Street, which have been published in approximately 40 countries and translated into 18 languages. His life story was turned into a motion picture, starring DiCaprio as Belfort, Jonah Hill, and Margot Robbie. The film was written by Terence Winter and directed by Scorsese. He is a frequent guest commentator on CNN, CNBC, Sky News and the BBC. Belfort's services include corporate training, private counseling, and keynote speaking. He earns roughly $30,000 per speech. He named his seminars Jordan Belfort's Straight-Line Sales Psychology. Film adaptation. Filming of Scorsese's adaptation of Belfort's memoirs began in August 2012 and the movie was released on December 25, 2013. Time magazine reported that many of the escapades depicted in the movie are consistent with Belfort's memoirs and what was written about him in Forbes articles. Although, some of the Forbes-related content was embellished. Motivational speaker. Belfort has toured internationally as a motivational speaker and earns about $30,000 per speech. In May 2014, at a Dubai event, he told the audience, "Euro unregistered trademark LL make this year more than I ever made in my best year as a broker." In 2014 Belfort will undertake a 45-city U.S. speaking tour. Personal life. Belfort was the final owner of the luxury yacht Nadine that was originally built for Coco Chanel in 1961. In June 1996, the yacht sank off the east coast of Sardinia and Italian com-sub Frogman rescued all who were aboard the vessel. Belfort said he insisted on sailing out in high winds against the advice of his captain, resulting in the sinking of the vessel, when waves smashed the foredeck hatch. In 2013, Belfort was residing in Manhattan Beach, California, U.S., and was engaged to Ann Kopp, who was helping him run his business out of Hermosa Beach, California. Books. Catching the Wolf of Wall Street, More Incredible True Stories of Fortunes, Schemes, Parties, and Prison. ISBN 978-0553807042, The Wolf of Wall Street. ISBN 978-0553805468. See also, Michael Milken, references. External links, official website.